4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome to episode 3 Gherkin edition of the Pickle Jar podcast. So pull up a seat, take a bite, and get ready to dive in that brine for episode 3 Gherkin edition.
Oh yeah, quite the excitement here today on episode 3. It's pretty crazy.
So Keaton, what is Gherkin edition? What is that?
So we decided to have one full podcast, which is about an hour and a half, and then we decided to have a smaller podcast, sort of a little mini one.
If you don't know what a gherkin is, a gherkin is a baby pickle.
Yeah,
it's like this. So let's shake up that jar. Not quite a jar; it's more of an applesauce dish, but
yeah, give or take.
Are we ready? Our drink of choice today is a purple
drink. It's a purple energy drink.
Purple energy drink with 3 slashes through the can.
We don't know what that means.
The beast drink.
Yes.
All right, 3, 2.
Oh yeah. Let's put it here. Let's put it here. There we go. Nice.
So
tastes like Kool-Aid.
With their hosting site, we don't have enough room quite to upload 2 full podcasts a month. One day, once we have enough money floating around. Once we have enough money floating around to get a better subscription, we'll be able to do that. But right now, we've realized, we got a lot of space that's not being used up, but not quite enough for a second episode. So, bite-sized.
Yeah. It's actually very exciting. We got some exciting events coming up here. We have questions that we have asked people on our social media platforms, and it will be a excellent little bite-sized episode.
But to start off, so for reference, we're recording this on, the 23rd July?
Yes.
So I got my taxes done today.
Oh, yeah?
Now.
Wait a minute. Wasn't tax day the 15th?
Yes. So, let me tell you a quick story about that. I'm taking off the headphones because I'd rather be able to hear better because I already know the audio is mixed well. So, I turned it in today because this is actually the 4th time that I have uploaded my taxes to Turtle.
The 4th time you uploaded your taxes?
No, the 4th time. You know why? They rejected it 3 times in a row.
What? Why did they reject it?
So the first one had my social security number wrong, right?
Okay, that's kind of a big deal.
No. You know why?
Why?
So this is the same reason that my dad's taxes got rejected last year, because last time I asked him, "Oh, hey, can you send me my social security number?" He's like, "Oh, yeah," because I didn't have it saved in my phone.
He sent you his?
No. I don't know whose he sent me. But I will tell you one thing. The last 4 digits of my social security number are not 802 other numbers.
All right.
There's no 8.
Exposing people out here.
So, yeah. No, it wasn't Cassie's, it wasn't mine. Don't know whose it was.
Yeah.
But that's what he had. Luckily, I had a copy of my social security number from when I got my job at Mark Wolf Supply.
Luckily.
So, I just checked that and I turned it back in. It's like, all good. And then
they rejected it.
They rejected it again.
Why is that?
They're like, hey, your AGI isn't right. I'm like, what's an AGI? So have you had to do your taxes yet? Have you had a paying job?
No, I'm still a youngling.
Okay, so your AGI is called your adjusted gross income. When you get your
didn't we learn about that in Miss Burdick's class?
We did. So,
but we know how
when you get your W-2, you get your W-2 in January from your employer. Taxes are due on the 15th of April, unless it's Corona time, and then it's July 15th. So, what it will say is it'll have your net pay for the year. It'll be a section that says wages and tips, and there's like 3 different lines. They'll, depending on the type of job you have, like I don't get tips, so it has the same number for each thing. which then on the other side, it'll say funds that have been submitted to the government or withheld, it says.
Yeah.
So, for my 2019 taxes, I had to give them how much money I made in 2018.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. Other than that one time in Miss Burdick's class this past year, and one time in Miss G's class this past year, I never learned how to do my taxes.
Oh.
I never learned how to do my taxes. So last year, when I had to do my taxes for the first time, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So apparently, it was really easy, actually. So I bring my W-2 out here on April 15th. I'm like, help to my dad. And he's like, all right, let's go on TurboTax. So we do my taxes. It takes like 15 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, since I never learned how to do my taxes, I didn't know. You need to keep your tax forms for 10 years.
And you did not keep
I didn't do that. I didn't know you had to do that. So I'm like, all right, I don't need this anymore. Threw it out. And I shredded it. But
so what did you do?
I didn't have my AGI. So I've been sitting on it for a couple days. I'm like, okay. So yesterday, after they rejected it because I guessed, because I was like, okay, I can estimate how much I made in 2018 because I started in October. If I worked an hour and a half,
yeah.
So I estimated. If you're $1 off, they reject it. So then I'm like, okay, how can I get it? So I came out here to my dad and I'm like, we got to find my W-2 from last year. It's like, it should still be on your TurboTax account since we did it through your TurboTax account, right? He's like, we didn't do it through my TurboTax account. I'm like, well, I didn't have a TurboTax account before 2 weeks ago when I made one so that I could do my taxes. So we look everywhere. We look on every website that he's ever used to do his taxes. There is nothing for Ryan Sullivan to be found except for if I'm being claimed as a dependent. Make a long story short, I was screwed. I didn't know what to do. So then I realized I can submit a request to the IRS for them to send me from my last year's tax form.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. And I put in all the information they need. I put in my social security. I put in my driver's license. Put in my name, put my address, everything. And then it says, oh, please give us one of the following: credit card, student loan, mortgage, or any other type of federal loan. Okay, sounds good. I don't have any of that.
You're just a child.
I don't have any of that. And so then it's like, oh, sorry, we can't give you your W-2 from last year. Number one, still, why do you even need my W-2 from last year?
Yeah.
But anyway, so the IRS can't do anything for me. So luckily, I call Gina.
Yeah.
And Gina and Phil come in for the rescue. I'm like, Gina, they need my AGI from last year. She's like, what? It's like, why do they need that? It's like, do you not do your taxes? And she's like, no, I got an account. And I'm like, oh, you got a bean counter. And she's like, yeah, I do. So then she calls Phil. She says, Phil, it's like, hey, where's Ryan's tax form from last year? He's like, I got it somewhere here at the house. I'll bring it to him tomorrow. So this morning, 10 o'clock, I get to work. W-2 from 2018 sitting on my desk. Boop, boop, boop. Done. And then I get a notification 5 minutes later. It's like, the IRS accepted your tax return, and now they owe me $283.
Wow, that sounds great. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Maybe they don't, though.
That's a roller coaster.
Yeah, they might not owe me money, though. You know why?
Because you took so dang long.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be like, okay, listen here. Before we throw you into prison.
No. Because I didn't owe them any money. Because it would have been much easier for me to give them the money if I owed them money.
Yeah.
They owe me money.
So you had to go through a whole headache of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I dislike the IRS. But they're still hopefully going to give me $283.
Yeah. And if you do, then you'll like them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe. We don't know.
I'll appreciate them.
The government.
I would have liked to keep the money from the beginning, but, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Someone's got to pay for things.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone does.
Yeah. As long as they don't tax me on my tea, I'll be fine. They're taxing us on our income. Just throw all of our money in the water, let them fish it out, and throw it in the Boston Harbor.
That's pretty funny, actually. So you said today's the 23rd.
Yeah.
Do you know what tomorrow is?
The 24th.
The 24th.
What does that mean?
So my brother and his fiancée get married tomorrow. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's
yeah.
very exciting.
I'm going to be watching that on Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's going to be there. It's going to be great. Nothing like a Corona wedding.
Since this podcast will be already released by that time, congratulations to the newlyweds.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. Hope that this is the first thing that you listen to in your new home.
Yes.
Take it from me. The painting of the mountains look fantastic.
Yes, they do. They look great.
But yeah, congratulations to Tristan and Haley. Follow Haley's art account.
Yeah, Haley May Art on Instagram.
Absolutely.
She does art.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So our occupancy is going to go down. We're going to have 4 people in the house. Well, we have 5. We're going to have 5 tomorrow because my girlfriend's staying with us until Monday. Sadly, she leaves Monday. But we're going to have 4 people. Me, my sister, my dad, and my mom.
Wow.
I know. It's going to be so
you're
empty.
You're losing members. Well, you're not losing members of your family, but
they're
the
dropping like
maximum
flies out
occupancy
here.
is going down.
Yeah.
My maximum occupancy raised.
Oh, yeah, it did raise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Daisy.
Little troublemaker out there.
So Cassie got a new dog last week. Actually, she got her the day after we recorded episode 2.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So she's a little pure white Siberian Husky, 2 different colored eyes. It's got that heterochromia going on.
Adorable, though.
Oh man, she's a handful. She was really chill.
It's a puppy.
Yeah, but she was really chill when we first got her.
Yeah, but she was probably like, "What is this place?"
Oh, you know what she loves?
What?
My cowboy boots.
Oh man,
she loves those boots.
Give it a year, she's gonna chomp them.
She's gonna just take a big old bite out of my leg. It's gonna be just It's like you should have gotten a pit bull. No. it's like then my leg would just go clean off.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, it's gonna be a year and a half before that puppiness goes away.
Yeah, she likes toes and she likes fingers.
Oh, it's gonna get wild.
Yeah, she's like Paco.
Oh my. Oh my goodness.
I'm kidding, Paco.
Wow.
If you're even listening. If you're listening, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure to share us around.
Speaking of people listening, we actually have people who listen to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
And they're asking us questions.
They are asking us questions. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. I can't believe
that. Well, how about we talk about those questions?
Okay, let's listen to the questions.
All right. So this question comes in from this woman named Marley.
Ew, who's that?
I have no clue who this woman is.
Gross.
Wow. Yes. So she's my girlfriend, by the way. She's wonderful. Well, all right. Time to stop sucking up. All right, here we go. Does rice belong to Mexicans or Chinese? Or oh my God. Does rice belong to Mexican or Chinese food?
That is a good question.
How do you feel about that one?
No, that's a good question.
That's a critical thinking
what do you
question.
think?
Personally, I think of rice fields. Don't you think of rice fields? You know, welcome to the rice fields. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. So I go to Chinese instantly. Rice is believed to be started there. It's a big part of their... Rice was started there. Yeah. It's a big part of their culture and everything.
Yeah, I mean... I don't think there are rice fields in Mexico.
There's not in Mexico. There might be in Mexico, but there is definitely in South America. There is rice fields.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but like China, that is their main crop.
They sold
crop.
that. Yeah, they made a lot of money off of that.
Mm-hmm. So no, I mean, but who did it better?
Who did it better is a question. Personally, I really like Chinese food. I like rice with it. It's a good filler with the chicken and stuff. But Mexican rice, all right, you can love it or hate it. Yeah. You get some frijoles with that. Delicious.
Now, so I would be inclined to say rice and beans. However, the Ryan on a diet wants what the Ryan on a diet wants.
So what is that? Just rice?
When I took my cheat day, because I do a weekly cheat day now.
Yeah, which is good.
I went to Jackie's.
Oh, dude. Oh, I love Jackie's.
Now, I wasn't planning on cheating this day.
But
as I said, it's like, all right, I'll take beef broccoli, and instead of the rice, can I get egg drop soup on the side?
Oh,
it's like, yeah, be ready 15 minutes. I'm like, all right. Get there 20 minutes, not ready. There was some Karen in front of me. Oh, man. Oh, wait. So, quick. Close your eyes, those of you listening at home. Close your eyes. Keaton, close your eyes for a moment. Mm-hmm. So imagine, if you will.
Yes.
A woman.
Yes.
She has dyed blonde hair. You can tell it's dyed because her hair should be gray.
The Karen cut.
She's probably in her late 50s to mid 60s.
Already.
Looks like she spent a lot of her time in the sun. Most likely she has gotten several melanoma removed, aka skin cancer.
Yes.
She's also wearing a red shirt that is probably far too tight for her and her body size. She is also wearing skinny jeans, which are cut far too short.
I don't want to envision this anymore.
And then on top of it all, with her dyed blonde, crusty hair in a ponytail.
Does she have Karen goggles?
She has a CVS cowboy hat.
Oh,
one of those like
goodness.
Starched, like painted white.
Wow.
With blue stars going all around it.
Yeah.
And no mask.
Wow.
A Chinese restaurant.
Can you believe that? Wow. That's crazy.
And so she's in front of me and she's like, oh, where's my food? It's like, how much longer is this gonna be? And the guy's like, oh, just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. It'll be ready in just a minute.
Yeah.
And so there's another guy in there. He looked like a busy man on the go, you know?
Yeah.
He had like a tie on and he was wearing a mask and he had like a kind eyes, you know?
Yeah.
And so he'd come in right after me. And then the woman, she's just like, and then she's on the phone. It's like, yeah, they're taking a long time here at the Chinese place. I'm like, oh my God, shut up. I have to be at work in 5 minutes. Like, come on.
That's bad.
So, and then her food comes out. Big box, boom, on the serving table.
Yeah.
Second big box, boom. She had 2 big boxes of
That's
food.
a lot of food. Because I ordered orange chicken, sesame chicken on noodles. I had orange chicken with rice and crab rangoon from there, and it was one little bag. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. She ordered a lot of food.
She ordered enough.
She had a family dinner.
Yeah, she ordered enough for like probably a Corona party. They're all like,
"Is my fortune cookies in here?"
No, but so then she takes the first box and she like storms out with the first box, and then the guy who is in there with me, he just looks at me. He's like, "That's a lot of food."
He looks at you. Wow, that's a lot of food.
And I'm like, it's like makes sense why it took so long.
Yeah, you wonder why.
So I get my food, and I wasn't about to tell them that they messed up and gave me rice, because I gotta go.
Yeah.
So I wasn't planning on cheating that day, to get back to the beginning of that story.
But you did. Yes.
So, yeah. Chinese rice.
I would have to give it to Chinese.
On a diet, Ryan wants pork fried rice, not rice and beans.
Yeah. Chinese rice is good. All right. Well, shall we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
What's next?
So this next one is, oh boy. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? This is from Gigi.
From Gigi?
Yes.
Did you ever try that when you were a kid?
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No.
I did.
You would.
Mm-hmm. So, I ran a test.
Oh my gosh. Who cares, man? It's a sucker. Just and then like
over the course of like a few different days, I had a Tootsie Pop, and I would just lick it, and I'd be counting it, and I took an average of each Tootsie Pop, and I got an average of about 245.
Wow.
Yeah, which on the low point of that, it was like it's like 180, and then the high point of that, it was like 300.
Yeah. That's
how many.
Pretty cool. All right.
Moving on. Experiment.
Not much to do when you're a little kid. All right. This next one is, what type of questions? All righty. Good one. And also, do you enjoy being out in nature? This comes from Heidi, which is my sister. So, do you enjoy being out in nature?
Yes.
I would agree. The perfect nature scene for me is in the woods, not too high of grass, but high enough, butt naked.
What?
No one around. and I would just love to just walk through the grass.
I think you're a naturist.
And just run through the grass and then just enjoy myself as
Don't
being.
make me put that picture in my head. Don't make me do that. Don't make me do that, Keaton.
Been naked in a tent before. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
When we went camping.
We've been naked.
Yeah, we've been naked in a tent when we went camping.
I don't want to go farther than that.
Yeah, all right, that's
I
fine.
want to keep the PG rating on this one.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'd rather just be, run around naked and afraid. Jump into, like, water and stuff. That'd be so much fun. Or at least have, like, a Speedo on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'd wear a Speedo.
No, I don't like mosquitoes.
Okay, that's a good point, but I'm saying this is somewhere, like, up north.
I don't want a skeeter down there.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. Yeah. I actually... when it is Florida cold, when it's like in the 60s.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love going out to the Everglades.
Oh, man. The mosquitoes are like,
all the mosquitoes are dead. It's like,
it's too cold for me.
Florida is great when it is Florida cold.
Okay, well, Florida is great for 1 month out of the entire year. Okay.
For like half of that month?
Yeah, half a month for the entire year.
It's good in January. Sometimes it's good in February.
Yeah.
It's good for like half of December sometimes.
Oh,
actually,
man.
No.
Okay, Christmas Day, it's like 78 degrees.
Depends. This past Christmas, it was in the 60s. The Christmas before, it was in the 90s. Christmas before, it was like in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, very bipolar Christmas.
It depends.
Yeah.
But, remember...
It doesn't feel like Christmas.
Remember in February when it was like 39?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Into the woods?
That was crazy. It was freezing out there. I was like... I'm from the north, but I've been down here too long. My blood is way too thin now.
I think it takes 7 years for your body to completely adapt to the warm.
I'm used to hot weather, so my blood is just like, no, too cold. Find warmth, and I'm like,
yeah. The fan out here broke, and I'm wearing a sweater, and I really regret that.
Yeah, I was debating on wearing a sweatshirt tonight, but then I was like, you know what, it's hot outside. I'll probably just warm up as I go outside. And I did. So, yeah, that's exciting.
I can't get my car to cool down when I first get out of work.
Yeah.
Because I get out of work
Well,
at 3
do you drive
o'clock.
the Prius?
Yeah.
Oh, it's black.
Well, the interior is like a light tan, like a beige.
Oh yeah.
So it's a lot easier to cool down the Prius.
Yeah.
Because it gets colder in the Prius. But the truck,
newer AC.
The truck, it just blows air around.
Yeah.
It can get cold, but
my car takes a while too. Thankfully, it's white, so it doesn't attract too much heat. But it's still like this weather down here is just crazy. It's like you walk outside, you're like, already like sun-dried tomato when you walk outside. It's
so
bad.
imagine people up north, when you wear a mask, because happy Corona times, when you wear a mask and you're like, oh, it's hard to breathe because it's so hot and humid inside this mask. Imagine if you lived in that.
Yeah, but 10 times worse.
Not 10 times worse.
Okay, imagine getting in a car in Florida. Then that's 10 times worse.
So imagine if that very uncomfortable area right in front of your face where your mask is, imagine if that was everywhere. Like everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, especially the first you pop that car door, you can feel the temperature change. It's like
when you take
heat
damage,
wave coming out.
I saw a meme the other day where it's just they put their hand in the car. Ooh,
yeah. I just sit in the car. I let my whole body just burn on the seat, the leather cushions in there. It's just like.
Oh, I don't see how.
And I just sloth. Over. I turn the car on and I just sloth and have my door open so that it's hot outside. It's like it feels like 106 outside, but it's so hot in the car that you just have to keep your door open to let all the air blow out.
Oh, I feel bad for people who live in like Arizona.
Oh yeah.
It's even worse because like the hottest it's gotten around here. Like when my car's sitting in the sun, it'll tell me how hot it is outside the car.
But we have humidity though too.
Yeah, the hottest it's ever been, like on the surface of my car, is 108 degrees, and that's sitting in the sun. It's black, so yeah, it's gonna get hotter.
Yeah.
There was that one day where it felt like 108 degrees. It's like it can't be more than 114, but Arizona gets like 120 degrees.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would die.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah. I'd cover myself. I'll bundle myself up. I'll get myself a camel, and that's the way I'm transported.
I just throw eggs out my window, and then I'm like, all right, breakfast ready.
All right, just throw the pan out there, like a How to Basic video.
You know how at school, like the cars would get really hot.
Oh yeah,
because they're in direct sunlight all day. Yeah. I was thinking about getting some like cookie dough in a skillet, putting it in the. I might do that for work. So I gotta be at work an hour early. If it doesn't rain, because when it rains, then it cools down.
Oh, have you noticed it's been raining recently? It's been nice. Well, anyway, we should probably get back to the questions. Yeah,
nature.
I love nature. I was kind of joking around with all that nude crap, but anyway,
nature. So
camping's fun.
We should go camping.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We should go.
There's something about eating Bush's baked beans out of the can over a
while
fire.
watching Cars too. No,
there's something about it.
What I think what's been so much fun recently is I got a projector. I've been setting it up in my backyard, having bonfires and stuff. Let's see, so far we've watched Django Unchained, watched movie. Rango. Cassie went on a kick where she wanted to watch a bunch of Godzilla movies. I've played The Forest outside, played some Red Dead outside.
Nice.
Been sitting by the campfire in the forest while sitting by a campfire in my backyard. It's great. The vibes are immaculate.
It's immersive.
All right, let's see. What's our next question?
Oh man, I just bumped the table.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
a bite-sized. It's a gherkin.
Yeah. Here we go. All right, this one comes from it comes from Keon.
From Keon.
Wow. Amazing. It says, how do you make money?
So is he asking how do we make money with the podcast?
He just, how do you make money?
Well, I make money.
By working.
Yeah. I got a couple jobs.
Okay, so listen up. Children all around, come in close. So there's this thing that you can do in life. It's called working. You're probably going to do it for like 60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
Wait, yeah. So you're going to be working for this amount of time. And you're going to make money and you're going to pay. We just talked about you're going to pay taxes. You're going to emergencies, life, living, the pursuit of happiness.
So what you do basically is you provide a service or a product.
Yeah.
And then
a trade, if you will.
People will give you money for providing them that service or product, or for providing their customers that service or product. And then you can use that money to purchase goods and services.
Yeah. So we all agreed on using this thing called a dollar, which is a piece of paper.
Did you? So the company, the nation used to be on the gold standard, right? Mm-hmm. Did you know that we kind of went onto the oil standard? Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought that it was all just like IOUs. Like it's like, hey, the money is worth this much.
People are like, well, the thing is about oil is that oil gets used a lot more than gold does. So,
well, because
you're running out.
We basically told all the countries and like all the big companies that are selling oil, it's like, hey, you're going to sell that using the American dollar. It's like, but why?
What?
Well, because we told you to.
And they're like, well, you know what?
That's a good point. That's a good point. It's like, we told you to. Take it from Uncle Sam.
Yeah, be like, let's look at America's history. All right, you know what? We agree with you. We don't want no trouble.
Yeah, no, I learned
That's your North Korea.
I learned that from a video from Knowing Better on YouTube. You ever watch that guy? Yeah. Extracting black gold at that video.
Yeah.
I get into these kicks where I just binge a bunch of different YouTubers channels and stuff.
I love like the history YouTube channels, like Knowledge Hub and stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's great.
This past week it has been Knowing Better. The week before that it was Thoughty 2. Like, thinking.
Yeah.
It's the British guy with the big old mustache. The week before that, and actually for 2 weeks before that, it was Exerbia. Have you ever heard of Exerbia?
I've not heard of Exerbia.
Okay, so, oh man. That stuff will throw you for a loop. You probably wouldn't like it, because like he's like a nihilist, like atheist. He's
he's like,
no, not quite. I know what
you
you're going to say.
You came from a little speck.
No, so he's like, he's a philosopher essentially.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that is like really depressing but motivating at the same time. Like,
what is that supposed to mean?
It's so difficult to describe. So I'm going to tell everyone. I'm gonna link it in the. I'm gonna link it in Spotify, and I'm also gonna put a card up on YouTube. The video "Upsilon Dies Backwards" by Exerbia. I think everyone needs to see it. It is
what in the crap are you talking about?
Okay, so not everything that he does is strictly philosophy. Some of it is just storytelling. He's got like 2 books that he released, and that's where the horse joke comes from. Okay. Horse walks into a bar.
Yeah.
And the barman says...
The bartender?
Yeah, the bartender says...
Why the long face?
And the horse says...
What?
That's from Upsilon Dies Backwards.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not from that originally, but still. Anyway.
Yeah.
No,
You've heard it from there.
I cannot explain that stuff. It's a deep dive kind of into non-linear storytelling, because it's like 4 stories all intertwined into one.
A Quentin Tarantino movie.
And like the horse in the bar. It's about like id, ego, and superego.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's about like the heart of a dying star, and then you kind of got like some 2001 Space Odyssey stuff going on. And,
what in the world?
And then you got a love story, like a rom-com in the middle of it. And it all goes together perfectly.
That sounds crazy.
Oh, and gotta watch it. It's great. Yeah. But anyway.
Let's move on.
Is that, what was that question?
That was, how do you make money?
What? How did I get on?
You went into such a deep wormhole there. Okay, basically, you work, you get paid, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and how do we make money with the podcast? We don't yet. Can't monetize it yet because we don't have enough streams.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends about it. Share this. Tell your friends.
And if you own a company, then
we'll shout you out.
No. Sponsor us. Yeah,
sponsor us. So we'll give you a shout out.
We will sell out.
Yes. All right. Are you ready for this next one?
Perhaps.
Oh, you know who it comes from? The great Teaker.
Oh,
yes. He says, "What do you think?" Well, he's got two questions here. What do you think of election conspiracies?
What kind of election conspiracies?
Oh, I don't know. They're this, they're that. Our two candidates are, they're both, they like them young.
Did you... So, I'm not going to mention what everything happened with this specific person who got arrested because I don't want to put the disclaimer. I don't want to put the disclaimer.
That's why I said this and that.
So somebody asked Trump during a press conference about the coronavirus about Ghislaine Maxwell. And you know what he said?
He said, "I wish her well."
I wish her well. What?
We know what that means, Ryan. We know what that means. She's going to be like,
it's like, I haven't. It's like, frankly, I haven't been following her case very much, and frankly, I wish her well. I wish her well.
She's gonna
what?
She's gonna end up committing suicide soon.
No. So if she goes the same way that her boyfriend did, maybe that's just Trump trying to give himself an alibi. It's like, I wished her well. Why would I let her kill herself if I wanted her to do well? Frankly, I think...
I feel like that was more like, I wish her well because she's going to get messed up.
I don't know. I mean,
I feel like it was like that.
He admitted, it's like, I used to hang out with her all the time.
Oh.
It's like,
that's great.
Back in the 90s, we were good friends.
Oh,
it's
yes.
Like, me and her boy, Jeff, we used to hang out all the time. You don't say that about someone who's being accused of the things that she's being accused of. It's like, I wish her well. I hope she does good. It's like, I haven't
Could you
talked
imagine
to her in a while.
If, he was in the middle of an interview and, someone questioned him about it? What would he say? Great friend, just like...
That one quote from 2002, he said, what did he say? He said, it's like, frankly, it's like, I've known Jeff for many years. He's a great guy, a terrific guy. He likes many women, a lot of them on the younger side. And I'm like,
well, now we know.
And then, he said in 2016, it's like, I never really liked him very much. It's like, we were never friends. I didn't like him at all.
They had a breakup.
Well, maybe after he got sued in 2016, maybe he changed his mind about him. But,
All right. Moving on.
She might just release names that are, pre-selected.
She's going to be like the Pope. Oh, okay.
No, she won't say that. No, I'm saying it's like... Epstein was killed because he was going to talk. Maxwell will live because she's going to say who people want her to say.
Yeah.
That's my election conspiracy.
Yeah, I feel, basically the whole world's gone to crap.
Yeah, still is.
Status update. Get out.
Sound like you're telling people to kill themselves.
I'm not telling you directly to kill yourself.
No.
I'm not telling you at all to kill yourself. I'm just saying...
Treat people well. Make the world a better place.
Yeah.
By any means necessary.
Yeah.
By treating people well.
Yeah.
Treating people nice.
Are you ready for Teaker's next question?
That's Teaker's next question.
What are the top 5 greatest cartoons?
All right, we're going to say number 1 together.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Star Wars The Clone Wars.
I almost just said The Clone Wars, and then it was going to sound weird, but I caught myself.
Okay, good. Because it is Star Wars The Clone Wars. What 7 seasons of deliciousness.
7 seasons in a movie.
I'm telling you what. This show has been overlooked for so long because it was considered a kid's show. Mm-hmm. So people that were like, oh, we're Star Wars fans and stuff, they're going to be like, oh, we're not going to watch those little stupid cartoon show. When the little stupid cartoon shows got more violence than like all the movies, and it's also got more plot than everything.
Clone Wars, this may be I don't think it's a controversial opinion at all.
No,
Clone
everybody
Wars
agrees.
is better than all the Star Wars movies.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All the Star Wars movies.
All of them.
And it makes Revenge of the Sith a better movie.
It makes it 1,000 times better because in season 7, everything just fits together well.
So good. So good.
They perfectly collect.
If you haven't watched Clone Wars, you're missing out. It's on Disney Plus.
Skip season 1, hop right into season 2.
You know, I started showing Clone Wars to my dad.
Yeah.
And I said, it's like, all right, season 1's a little bit bumpy. Where do you want to start? He
right.
said, let's just start with the first episode. And the episode with, Yoda? And
Yeah.
And he's like, this is great. I love this. And I'm like, so
Just wait.
It's going to get even better.
Yeah, it gets so much better.
It's going to get better. So, all right, so that's number 1.
Yeah, obviously.
Number 2.
Let me think about this one.
I think SpongeBob.
Okay.
Really? You think something else? What would you say?
Futurama. It's a great show.
Futurama is definitely top 10. Definitely top 10.
It's a great show.
But number 2?
I don't watch that many cartoons.
But SpongeBob.
All right, fine. SpongeBob because I grew up watching it.
SpongeBob is so much meme potential.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Futurama's got meme potential.
well, yeah,
too.
it does, but SpongeBob's got better meme potential. Because also SpongeBob...
Oh, wait, hold up. No, I just thought of another one for my number 2.
What?
Okay.
What?
King of the Hill.
Really?
Oh, my gosh.
King of the Hill's good.
It's
great.
freaking fabulous show.
Wow.
I love it so much. No, it's the thing is...
It's funny. Teaker, James, and I, we made like a tier list.
Yeah.
King of the Hill wasn't even on the top 20.
Oh my gosh. They never watched it
to
then.
be up there.
Yeah. It's just such a great show. Like I was little when I started. I shouldn't say that.
I watched my first South Park episode when I was like 8. So.
Okay, so yeah, I've been playing Vice City for a long time. We're not gonna talk about that. But anyway, yes, it's a fabulous show. I watched it with my family late night. Me and my brother shared a room, and we had it on our little flat screen TV, which we thought was amazing. It was about that big. And we were like, "Oh, this is a great 6 show."
Inches for our audio listeners.
Yeah. So it was a great show. We loved it so much.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, we went to sleep watching it.
Really?
It's great.
Cassie and I used to sleep watching South Park.
Oh man, South Park's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think when it comes to adult cartoons.
You want
so let's just go over like some of the adult cartoons. Let's change this up a little bit. So let's just list some. You got South Park, Family Guy, Futurama, Simpsons, King of the Hill, Rick and Morty.
Oh man, great show.
And then I guess you could also include American Dad, Cleveland Show, whatever.
Never seen them.
American Dad is better than Family Guy. I'm saying it right now.
Never seen these shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Family Guy. I don't like watching the show. I like watching clips.
All right.
Perfectly cut Family Guy clips are great.
All right. Yeah, I wasn't allowed watching these shows.
Mm.
Yeah. But I could watch King of the Hill.
Mm.
I don't know why. I mean,
I tell you what, South Park, they are geniuses, but disgusting.
South Park is pretty good. I gotta say, it's pretty good.
It's so messed up some of the times. They can get away with whatever they want. They showed Muhammad.
Yeah.
Twice. And then they got death threats, and they're like, oh, screw you, I'm not taking it down. Oh, man, imagine. But I think, I don't know, South Park or Futurama?
South Park.
So you think South Park better than Futurama?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think King of the Hill is better than them.
I haven't watched enough King of the Hill to be able to form an opinion on that.
It all depends on how much you've watched of it. Mm-hmm. Because I've watched like all of King of the Hill, and I've watched like maybe like not even like half of South Park,
Mm.
and I've watched all of Futurama too.
So I've seen all of Futurama and I've seen all of South Park, except for the 2 band episodes.
Yeah,
I was the one that showed Muhammad. They put him in a teddy bear costume, but it still didn't work. They put a big black censored bar over his image, but still didn't work. But anyway,
Muhammad Ali, that is.
yeah, the wrestler.
Wrestler.
But
Wrestler.
Wrestler.
Muhammad
Boxer.
Ali. Boxer, there you go.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were there any cartoons that you just really didn't like?
Okay, so this is like coming from the late night stuff on Boomerang. You remember Boomerang?
Yeah.
It's Cartoon Network now, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, I think it was a different thing.
No, they were Cartoon Network owned Boomerang.
Oh, and did they like?
They're like,
Boomerang,
all right, you know what? You're making us like no money, so just
Boomerang had all like the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, like
Tom-
the original Scooby-Doo.
Tom and Jerry, Scooby Doo. What else? So there's one show. It's called The Snorkels.
The Snorkels.
I hated it.
I've never
Absolutely
heard of
hated it. It was
Never
so
heard of
bad.
that. What was it? What was it about?
It was a show about these little water creatures that have like straws on their head, and they're called snorkels.
Oh,
Wow, very creative. Wow.
huh. Interesting.
Snorkel had snorkels.
Did you ever watch the Banana Split show?
Oh,
It's not animated.
it's not animated, but it's like, like da
One
da
banana,
da,
2 banana,
da,
3
da,
banana,
da.
4. La, la,
Yeah,
la,
that would always
la.
come around at like 3 a.m, and I wake up and I'll be like, turn it off.
So my dad and my aunt, they're like, "Oh, Banana Split show," and I'm like, "Why do you like this crap?
It's so bad.
Turn it off!" I sounded like an old man listening to rap. Like turn it
What
off!
is this?
Turn it down! Turn that light off!
Pink Panther. Great. Classic.
Okay,
Great.
I loved watching Pink Panther, but I couldn't watch a lot of it
Yeah.
because it gets repetitive.
Yeah, it does.
It gets repetitive.
Yeah.
I just heard the dog squeal. Pink Panther got too repetitive.
Yeah.
And then, did you watch the Pink Panther movies?
Oh, yeah. I love them.
Now, I had watched the TV show.
It's like the clean
and
Austin Powers.
I had no idea
That there's movies.
about the movies. I knew there was the movies. And like the
I'm
movies.
sure they're on Netflix.
Which one did I watch? I think I watched one of the original ones. Inspector Clouseau. That's such a good movie. Not the Steve Martin ones, but the original ones.
The original.
The original
Come on,
ones.
you have to
So
see
much
the
better.
newer ones.
Well, the ones with Steve Martin are good too.
They're good, you know.
But I forget his name.
A hamburger. I would like to buy a hamburger.
This is a nudist colony. What? That's from the original ones. No, but I was so confused. It's like, what does this have to do with the Pink Panther? It's like that Pink Panther diamond. What's that? It's like, I was so confused because it's like, when does the Pink Panther come in? It's like, what's this about a diamond? I thought this was animated. Why is it live action? I'm so confused. I hated it when I first saw it, but then I was like, this is funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we lingered on a lot.
I think we kind of lingered on enough.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions?
We
or is that
have
just about
one more question,
One
which
more.
is a fabulous question. This
What is
question
it?
comes from Jose. It is, where can you find the podcast?
Where can? Well, you're listening
Yeah,
to
you're
it right
listening to
now,
it.
Jose.
You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Spotify.
Maybe one day when I figure it out, you could find it on iTunes and Apple Music.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, maybe one day.
Maybe. I don't know how to do it.
And maybe soon enough, you'll see us on Twitter, on Instagram,
Oh,
Facebook.
You know what? I think it's time.
It's time.
By the time this episode releases, go ahead and follow at the Pickle Jar Podcast on Instagram, on Twitter,
Yeah.
and follow our official Facebook page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
because
great.
we have social media now.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Wow.
We do.
That took a while, but
it
it
hasn't been made as of yet, but it will be made.
Oh yeah.
By the time this episode releases, I'll make sure to put the ats in the descriptions of both our Spotify and our YouTube.
Yes.
You can listen to the Pickle Jar podcast on YouTube. It's called The Jar.
It's great.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Follow Keaton and I on Instagram as
Yes.
well. Both our Instagrams will be linked. They'll also be linked in the Pickle Jar podcast Instagram. I am Ryan.Sullivan2002. I think that's it.
Yeah.
If not, I'll fix that. And then
I am Big Fur 2 R's FURR_14.
yeah.
Go check us out. Follow us. If you have questions, DM us.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much a wrap.
We're good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, let's give it one last shake.
Give it one last shake. All right. That is the end of episode 3 of the Pickle Jar podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been the Gherkin edition.
Yes. Make sure to like us.
All right.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
See you.